Well, we started in 1905 as the Corporation of Land Surveyors of the Province of British Columbia. In 2005, we changed our name to the Association of British Columbia Land Surveyors. But we've had numerous members of our association that have served in different levels of government.
The search for old evidence, the treasure hunt. It feels like you're walking in the steps of somebody who this land may have not have been walked on. This pin may not have been found in over 100 years. It's pretty cool when you find some of the really old evidence. That's what some of my favorite types of surveying are.
David Thompson was an explorer, but he was also a surveyor. His focus was mapping, but he mapped so much of the Pacific Northwest that he really influenced settlement. And the land surveyors were always out in front in determining where settlement would occur, and much of it was based on the information that they brought back.
Well, we're usually the ones out in the forefront of any land development. There's usually nobody there before us, and we're there to survey initially some district lots or sections before the land is even taken up for homesteading, and so we've taken part in that sort of orderly development of the province.
More locally, land surveyors have been actively involved in communities from early days. A name in Vancouver would be Hamilton. So Hamilton Street is a land surveyor, an early CPR land surveyor. British Columbia Land Surveyor number 1. So I said there's less than 1,000. We all have commission numbers. But British Columbia Land Surveyor number 1 was a gentleman by the name of Harvey. So Harvey Avenue in Kelowna, the main street in Kelowna, now Highway 97, is named after Harvey. And that's just a recognition of his contribution to society there.
I think some of the coolest things that have ever been done or were done, back in those early years, the 1900s, the 1910s, 20s, when you're looking at crews of 10 doing ridiculous amounts of work with bare bones tools and teams of 10, camped out for the summer in the wilds of BC, totally self-sustaining themselves and bringing all that work back at the end of the year and coming up with incredibly accurate results. To me, it's just fascinating how they managed to do that, given what they were working with.
There are many place names in British Columbia that were focused on early land surveyors. Pemberton. A gentleman named Jerry Andrews, who was the Surveyor General from 1951 to 1968, his real claim to fame was he was involved in the aerial mapping of the beaches to support the landing in Normandy. That was what his early contributions were. He became the Surveyor General after the Second World War, and he was very much responsible for aerial mapping that allowed us to understand British Columbia in a completely different way. And so those were all contributions to opening up society, very much influential on where settlements occurred and where early development occurred.